So guys, in today's video, we're gonna be talking about the creators economy, how to really make money out of social media. Not the bullshit they tell you on the internet, but real fucking shit. I've been making money, lots of money from social media during these years, and I will show you what's the plan now and how will you make a lot of money from now on from social media. Basically, the creators economy is what Mr. Beast is doing, what Logan Paul is doing with the KSI and Prime stuff, Mr. Beast with Feastables, Kylie Jenner with her brand. You know, Kylie Jenner became the youngest billionaire like some years ago. So all of that is done by monetizing fucking attention. You need to monetize attention. And to monetize attention, you first have to have any attention. Is that real? Like Mr. Beast, for example, the biggest YouTube channel in the world, like maybe the biggest influencer in the world. But if he was only making money from YouTube, he wouldn't be that rich. But he opened Feastables and all of these brands around his main channel or his attention, his fans, you know? Logan Paul and KSI did the same. They became giants on the internet and then they became billionaires by monetizing their attention and opening brands like Prime and stuff like that. Yeah, Prime is like the biggest brand and they are even competing with Gatorade now. I know they've already surpassed Gatorade, but they are on the way of doing that. Why? Because they are basically creator economy versus just a normal brand as Gatorade, which is established and all that stuff, but it's not creator economy. It's not backed by any big brand, any big names like Logan Paul and KSI. They are literally bringing all the young generation to drinking Prime. Now they are trying to monetize it outside of their own names. But basically, what we should do now is be fucking intelligent and go all in on that creator economy. Every business that is being opened from now on should be opened under someone's brand. And here, basically what we do in my business, in No Solo Fans, you can look up on the internet, my business, my Instagram and all that stuff. We basically create influencers, we create personal brands, and then we monetize them. We create businesses around those personal brands. We were doing it by, for example, we were creating OnlyFans models and we were monetizing it through OnlyFans. Now we're moving a part of OnlyFans and monetizing it outside because there's even bigger money outside. Info products, services, and all that stuff. Whatever you want to create right now, if you are backed up by any brand, personal brand, big brand, it will eat all the competition, literally eat all the competition. So you need two things. You basically need a brand with followers, with visibility, people who then you will sell your product or your service or your whatever you want to sell. Your business, basically. Your business should be based on visibility. Now, we have a problem. You probably don't have that visibility. You probably don't have a personal brand. Then you have to build one, or you have to associate with someone who already built one, or you have to associate with someone who will build that. You will be the one behind them, you know, the one working from the shadows. For example, that's what we do in my business, in my company, in No Solo Fans. We basically pay models to create content around our strategy and they just get paid like a fix or a percentage out of sales, but they are just being paid for us to create brands and business around them, you know. We basically pay them for their face, their image. So I will teach you how to do it, the way we do it. I will show you now some models, probably, that we are working with, so that you don't think it's fucking bullshit, but you can look up my name on the internet and you will see it's not. Like all around Spain, I'm quite big. It's not in English market yet. We will be big soon. But, so I will teach you this. I will teach you how to create a personal brand. Then I will teach you how to monetize it. Then I will teach you how to basically create out of that business a proper brand and throw away the personal brand we created at first and sell it. You know, basically it's a 3-step process: creating the brand, then monetizing it, opening businesses around the brand, and then basically, how to say it properly, throwing away the brand from the company and selling it, because you cannot sell a company with a personal brand or backed up by a personal brand. at least totally backed up by a personal brand. So first thing we'll be talking about is how to create your personal brand. First of all, before creating a personal brand, you have to understand what niche do you want your brand to be located in. For example, there are profitable niches and there are not profitable niches. Like fitness is not a very profitable niche right now, because it's full of influencers, it's full of services, there are lots of competition, and that competition is already backed up by personal brands. What I would suggest to do, for example, that's what we do here in Spain, is going into traditional businesses and being backed up under the back of a brand. Like, we're trying to compete against traditional businesses, but we are backed up by brands, like personal brands. That's why our basically advantage, our competitive advantage, is that we have all these views on social media and they don't. So all the people who comes, all the young generation, for example myself, I've been looking like some days ago for a place to, I have problems with my car, I needed to basically bring it to to rebuild it. Forgot the word. But basically, I was looking on the TikTok. I was not looking on the internet. I was not looking on Google Maps. I was looking on the TikTok. And all the younger generation are looking for everything on the TikTok or Instagram, or social media. So you have to be big on social media to build any brand and to compete with any other traditional business. So for example, in my case, I have one model who we basically open a niche for on sexology. Sexology is like psychology, but for more sex, more sexual psychology for couples who have problems. And we build a big audience around that model. We right now have 200K followers under that model. It's my followers, but the model is working as the face of the brand. But then we're opening around her right now. We have this base model, like we have this brand with 200K followers, we're making from 30 to 50 million views per month. And around her, we're now opening, for example, we'll be selling an info product, which will be something like how to make your girl, how to fuck your girl, like how to fuck your woman. Because lots of guys come to this model asking for help. Hey, I cannot make my wife finish in bed and all that stuff. So we have problems in the marriage, and we'll be opening an info product. Like right now, it will be like a high ticket info product, 1K. The ticket will be 1K, and we will be like making it more expensive, like while we sell it. Then, second thing we'll be opening a store with supplements for sexual, basically, how to say it, sex supplements, like to be better in bed. And the third thing we'll be opening is service-based. Like here, we're in Madrid, and literally we'll be opening like basically for people to come and do all this consultations for their marriage in person. So free brands consultations, all made around this brand, and all of this is made under this girl, right now. But this girl is just the face of a brand I'm building, She's just being paid for basically filming videos under my team's strategy. That's the only thing she's doing. Like everything else, this will be made by professionals, this will be made by professionals, and this will be made by professionals. I don't need her to be a professional in sexology. I just need her to follow my instructions to basically film the videos. So right now, you have to choose a niche which is not very exploited, and it's quite easy to grow on social media. Don't go with niches like difficult ones to grow. Like I said, fitness, because it's very competitive and there's not very big money there to be made like after all these influencers, because it's already big on social media. Yoga is big on social media. What else is big on social media? There are lots of niches who are already big, but there are other niches who are not yet big on social media, but they are traditional businesses, and you should be like interested in going on the, for example, law is a good business, because if you're looking for a lawyer right now, you will be just looking on the internet or just like mouth to mouth from your friends. But what if you could go on social media and find a lawyer, you know, or a big brand, or a beautiful woman who is a lawyer or makes you see like she is a lawyer, and then she has a big brand behind, a big like law company behind, or finance, for example. You know, finance is big on social media already, but you can go into more niche, like under niches. You have finance as the big niche, and then you can go into, for example, accounting. Finance is already quite exploited on social media, but if you go into accounting, there are not big brands about accounting on social media, but this is like a traditional business, and I like it. Like if you build a brand around accounting, you don't need 100k followers, but if you have 10k followers, for example, in your zone, for example, if you're watching this from New York, okay, New York is a big thing to say, but if you're watching this from Manchester and you have 10,000 followers in Manchester interested in your accounting skills, in your law skills, then you can open a business about it, you know, there in Manchester. That's what we are doing here in Madrid, for example, right now. Like we are opening, we have another girl who is we're basically making content around cars. We'll be opening like car stuff, how to say it, well, if my car is broken, then I go and they reconstruct it there. You know, we're opening that. So you have to choose a niche, a proper niche, and you have to choose it wisely, like thinking, okay, this niche, and I will monetize it this way. Like you have basically the advantage that you can like literally build all the brand around that niche. Like I have people who come to me with already lots of followers and stuff, but their brand was built around bullshit, around funny videos, around clips, whatever, like bullshit. So their followers are not niche based. They are very broad. They have lots of followers, but they are broad. There are people with million followers, for example, but their followers are so not niche that you don't know even what to sell to them, because maybe 2% of the followers are interested in video games. Another 3% are interested in fucking bullshit dog videos or cat videos. Another ones are maybe 1% are interested in finance. Another, you know, so broad that you cannot even create a proper offer for these followers, because if any offer you create will just sell to 1% of the followers, or only 1% of followers will be interested in that offer, and maybe 1% of that 1% will buy it. So that's why there are literally people with 1 million followers on the internet making $1,000 per month, literally. And then there are people with 1,000 followers on the internet but making 100k followers per $100k per month. Why? Because that 1,000 people are really interested in that niche. That's why we should build niche-based brands. Same as I did with this girl I was talking to you about right now. So once you selected your niche, once you already have in mind how you can monetize it, once you already have in mind that people will probably like to buy it, we'll still talk about the offer part later on the video. But now you have to basically build the brand. So you find a girl, or you do it yourself, or you find your friend, whoever you want, and you build brands. For example, in my case, I have my own brand, but if I want to expand, I cannot create my own brand around everything. That's why I like to bring like models. In my case, since I come from like OnlyFans management and stuff like that, then I have lots of models already, and we use these models to build all the brands. And always girls, it's much easier to grow on social media if you're a girl than if you're a guy, and even if you're a sexy girl, then it's much better. So now we have a niche. For example, let's take as a niche my sexology model. Yeah, we have a niche, sexology. Now we have to grow on social media. How will we grow on social media? I don't know how to grow on social media. You don't know. No one knows what will work on social media. So we have to work with numbers. I like to work with numbers. I'm a finance guy. Like I literally study finance, economy degree. So I'm a finance guy. I like to work with numbers. I don't like to work with maybe. I don't like to work with maybe this video will hit 1 million. Let's do an overproduced content and maybe it will hit 1 million. No, I need numbers. Like for example, so I will create 5 formats of content. What's a format? A format is like a type of content. For example, in sexology, we can talk about masculine energy. That's one type of content. The second type of content, we can talk about how to seduce woman. In my case, for example, we offer we have also, I didn't talk to you about it, but my offer, for example, and what I am interested in is to sell to guys. So my offer should be for my perfect client. You have to look for your perfect client and sell to your perfect client, and then make videos around your perfect client. My perfect client is men from 35 to 60 years old in Madrid. That's my perfect client. It could be all around the world. So I'm making content for men. I'm not making content for women, because then I'm not selling them. That's like, I prefer to have 1,000 followers interested in this than 300,000 followers interested in 300,000 women interested in some other shit. You know, I cannot sell them my offer. I need to sell them my offer. So that's why we're creating this. So I have created 5 formats of content around my niche. The interest is for men. Like that, my perfect client is interested in this type of content. Now, where can I look for that formats? Normally on TikTok. You can literally type on TikTok your niche. For example, if it's sexology, then you type sexology and look what type of formats are doing the best. It's very easy to go viral on social media. It's very difficult to create a proper strategy to always go viral. You cannot depend on maybe this video will go viral or not. No, you have to be sure. Okay, every time I post this video, it will get this amount of views, and this amount of views will make me this amount of money. That's the way to work on social media. That's the way to work in every business. So in this case, I have these formats. I have these 5 formats these are already proven formats. These formats were already proven on other social medias. The only thing I'm doing is copying it. I'm doing it for like my brand, giving it this little extra just to make it special, but it's just a copy of an already working format. Yeah. So then I will literally create 25 pieces of content of each of these formats. So it will end up being 125 pieces of content. Like the girl who's working for my brand will create 125 pieces of content. And then I will post these 125 pieces of content on social media. We're talking about short form content, of course. Then, after I posted the 125 pieces of content, 25 of each, then I will sit down and I will analyze how each of these formats worked. So we have the 5 formats. Now, I will literally count numbers. I need the statistics. I need numbers. I need to go and see. Okay, format number 1 made around 300 views per video. Format number 2 made around 10k views per video. That's on the 25 videos we posted, like the average 10k views per video. The third one made 100 views per video average. The fourth one, 100k views per video average. The fifth one, 50 views per video average. So now we have numbers. Now we know, okay, there are 2 formats that are doing good, and there are 3 doing not good. So 1, 2, 3, we discard the 3 doing bad, and we go all in on the 2 doing good. Normally 100k views will bring you around 300 followers. So now what I will do is basically create another 125 videos, but only on these 2 formats. So instead of doing 25 and 25, we'll be doing like literally 125, 67 videos of each and posting it. Like going big on that, because now I know that every time I post format 2, it brings me 10k views. And every time I post format 4, it brings me around 100k views. Now I know that if I post, for example, 300 videos of each, I will gain around 100k followers. That's a way to do a brand, or build a brand, a social media brand. Now, what if none of the formats work? Then you've done a bad job on selecting formats, literally. You have to do it again, all over again. Like normally something works. Like just from experience, I had done it like maybe 200 times. Like build brands. Now that we made all this work, basically we have this social media account, we're making, for example, we have 100k followers right now, yeah? Now we have to convert those followers into funds, yeah? There are like 3 stairs, like literally, We have right now 100k followers, but these people are not ready to buy from you. Literally, they are not interested in your product yet. They are not. We only saw maybe one video of you or of your model, of your brand, like a 30-second video. They are not ready to buy. They are not ready to spend. I'm not talking about 1,000 euros. I'm talking about maybe $10. They're not ready to spend even $10 on you because they literally saw you for 30 seconds. Now we have to convert these followers into something I call, or many people call, fans. Yeah, these people have to get to know you, like basically build some relationship with you. That's how fans are made. That's how fans are built. Like for example, Kanye West. When Kanye West dropped Jeezy, he had lots of fans, yeah? And that fans were ready basically to buy a lot of stuff from him. But if it's just followers, and lots of people have followers on social media, but they cannot monetize them yet after that. People have to see you lots of times, have to get to know you, have to feel any appreciation for you before buying from you. That's why now that we have proper short content, now we have to, these 100k followers, create fans out of them. Yeah, how we can do that? We can, for example, start posting stories on your social media, like talking about your life, how you became what you became, or how your model became what she became. You can invent it, of course, because at the end of the day, the service we will be selling, or the product we will be selling, will be made from literally professionals. So you can invent things like things. For example, my model, she has a sexology degree in Harvard University, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Like people have to, of course, like believe you, but at the end of the day, you can create whatever you want. Because she's literally an actress, yeah? Or you're an actor. And then under that actress, we'll be creating a proper business, a proper service with professional people under that and all that stuff. So now, stories. It's one way of doing it, because people, that 100k followers, only watched one video of you. Now we have to get to know you. You can do it through stories, from Instagram stories. You can do it through lives. You can create lives on IG, for example, or on TikTok, wherever you're building your brand. I would prefer like IG. That's the real brand. You can do lives. You can start making long-form content. For example, YouTube, for example, Kick, for example, Twitch, whatever, like lives on Twitch, on Kick. I would prefer going for the basics, literally. I don't want my model to make lives on Kick, because that's like more than just a scripted job. I want her to do a scripted job. I give you a script, I give you the strategy, and you just film it and send it to me. So YouTube, that's the best way to do it. And then move all these followers to your YouTube channel, and then fans. Then that fans are ready. Then we have to convert that fans into buyers, into potential buyers, but they are already potential buyers, not just some random followers on social media. And then then the final stage, or the final phase of these followers to fans, are the buyers, yeah? Like potential buyers. How will we convert fans into buyers? Basically, after they getting to know you, like believing in all the stuff you been creating around your model and all that stuff, now they have to be converted into buyers. How we convert them into buyers? They have to, basically, we have to find them a pain. Yeah, you have this pain. You didn't know this pain yet, but we discovered this pain in you, and we have the solution for your pain. And my model or my actress is the perfect person to resolve your pain. Like, I found the pain in you. You cannot make your partner have any fun in bed. Yeah, and I'm the professional here who can help you find the solution for your pain, to get rid of that pain. That's the way to do it. That's the way we can convert fans into followers. And that's the way basically we create the first thing, the branding, the social media brand, or the personal brand, under which we'll be opening businesses. So now we'll be talking about the second part. Yeah, we have the first part finished. Now, once we already have the social media brand created, now we'll be opening businesses around it. So in this case, we have different types of businesses we can open. Yeah, for example, since we started a niche account, yeah, in my case, the niche is, let's say, sexology again. Let's go still with the same type. Now I can create multiple businesses, as I said to you. In my case, we'll be opening an info product, we'll be opening a normal product, we'll be opening services, like service-based businesses. Yeah. Now we have 3 businesses. Now we have to launch that businesses. Yeah. There are 2 types of strategies for launching a business. Yeah, under a personal brand. There is the launch strategy, which is we like take our audience, in this case 100k followers. We have 200k followers. We create a warm-up in that audience through stories, through WhatsApp groups, through masterclass, through webinar. Like it's a whole like funnel. You create a funnel. You warm up your audience because they are not cold audience, where they are, let's say, something in the middle. They have basically to be ready to buy from you. So we warm up our audience and then we sell them. And after that, we make launches, like during every 3 months, we launch our product. We do it like something special offer and stuff like that. And then they have the other part, the other way of doing it is evergreen. Basically, evergreen is means we're selling all the time. Like it's not selling through launches, it's selling through evergreen. Like every day you can sell through ads or reels, organic, whatever. In my case, I like to combine them both. Like we do launching and then in between launches, since we make so many views on social media and we create so many new followers in social media, then we can literally do launches every 2-3 months. And in between launches, we do evergreen strategy, but without like doing it so public, you know? I want 99% of my audience to think I only sell through launches, and then I want my 1% of the audience, the one who are really interested in buying, to go through my evergreen funnel. So we'll be talking now about the 2 funnels, basically. Now that we have this audience, we have a personal brand with 100k followers on IG, we'll be talking first about launches, about the launching part of a product. Basically, we'll take and we will create a stories funnel. We'll warm up our audience through stories. How we will do that? We have to talk about that. We have to think that, again, this audience only know our creator from maybe 1-2 lives they watched and some videos that appeared on their feed. Yeah, they are not yet connected to the creator or to our brand, to our personal brand. So we have to connect them. They have to get to know us. Yeah, who am I? Why am I a professional on the thing I'm talking about? As we said, for example, with sexology model, we're doing, yeah, she has studies in the best university, whatever, yeah? Maybe it's fake. Well, it is fake, yeah? But it doesn't matter. People have to get to know you and why you are the professional on your thing. So that's the first part of stories warm-up. Who am I? Like an autobiography. Second part of the stories warm-up is who is my audience? I want to get to know you better, like my audience. Post some stories and ask them what are they looking for, why are they following you. That way you will end up understanding what's the perfect offer for your audience. Because we know, like for a fact that the audience is interested in this niche, but we don't know yet what really are they willing to buy. Yeah, so we have to get to know what's our offer, our perfect offer for our audience. For example, I can create an offer around the sexology stuff, but maybe that offer will only be interesting for 1% of my audience. Or I can ask my audience, what do they really want to buy from me? What are they really willing to pay for? And create that. It's as easy as this. Like literally, you don't need to create anything. Because, like in the first part, to create the personal brand, you can only go to the social media and copy everything that is already working. Second part is not creating you, just literally asking them, what do you want to buy from me? So yeah, that's the second part. That second part will make us create our offer. The third part We will literally show them the pain that they didn't see yet. Like, you didn't know that, but you have this problem. Now you're opening their eyes on this pain. Like the fact, for example, that in my case, you cannot make your wife happy in bed, yeah? Yeah, I have this problem, but well, it's okay. Or it's not okay. I will show you. This is your pain, and this is a very important pain. Like if you cannot make your wife happy in bed, she will end up cheating on you. That will end up breaking your marriage. That will end up with you losing lots of money because the fucking divorce is quite expensive. That will end up making you poor as fuck and sad as fuck. Yeah, that's your pain. Now we have to find the solution for your pain. That will be the fourth part of the stories. It's a story, social media story. I'm the expert on this and I can find a solution for you. You will be fucking great in bed because of me. I will show you how to be great in bed. Actually, give me your phone number and I will make you, and you will join a private group in WhatsApp and I will show you how to do it. Now we have the third part of a funnel, WhatsApp group that comes from this story. Why WhatsApp group and not a channel or Telegram channel? Because I like to have all the phone numbers, all the contact details. Why? You will understand it on the end. Also give me your email so I can send you emails about how to be better in bed. Yeah. So now we have a warm audience. Now all these people, they already saw the pain, they didn't know they have yet. I showed you the pain and I have the solution for the pain. And you know I'm the perfect person for you to get the solution for the pain. Because I've been already showing you everything here. Yeah, that's how we warm them up. Then the last part, we have a WhatsApp group. We still keep warming them up. We can create some like extra models, like for example, like really, we can create actual videos of how to be better in bed and stuff like that. But the end up part is to make them go into some webinar or masterclass, like live, and sell them. Like a proper webinar with all the details, warm up, blah, 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 blah. And then forms, like who is interested on the webinar, like if you're interested into going into my course or my mentoring or whatever, like the offer, like the actual offer, we'll present them the offer on the webinar, and then the forms and sales call and making money. Basically, that's the way to do it. That's the funnel. And then if we're talking about numbers, for example, out of the 100K followers, maybe 500 will end up in the WhatsApp group, and maybe 50 will end up on the webinar, and maybe 10 will buy our offer. Yeah, we have all these numbers yet to contact. Yeah, so we'll literally cold call them all. That's the way to do it. You cannot throw away leads. That's not the way we work, for example. In your case, you can throw away leads, but every fucking call is a possible €1,000. So what's the point of not calling them, yeah? And then we also have this email list. We should create a 5 emails sequence. The same sequence we did with the stories. Who am I? Who are you? This is your pain point. This is why this is the solution. That's why I'm the best solution for your pain. And you can buy here. So it's like literally an email list. So you're literally attacking your possible clients from every possible aspect into selling. I like hardcore selling. I don't like fucking bullshitting selling. I like hardcore selling. So this is the launching funnel. Yeah. Now that we launched, we don't want for 99% of the audience to know that we're still selling, but we will still sell. We have 2 ways of selling. We have this 100K followers audience. Yeah. And 99% of the people shouldn't know that we are still selling. They should wait for our launch, the next launch, because they are quite cold. If they are not cold, they will contact you and you will be able to sell them these ways. Look, we have the Reels ways. We're all the time posting content, like on Reels and social media, with lead magnets. We should always have a lead magnet under every reel. Like for example, if you want to learn how to make your wife be happy in bed, just comment me under the reel. And then we have many chat who will send them a proper direct message, like a direct message on DM on Instagram, and then you will be able to sell them through setters or yourself, whatever you prefer, through direct messages, because they already are interested. They will receive the lead. Another way of doing it, through stories, through Instagram stories. Stories. Same. You will be giving away some lead magnets. What's a lead magnet? A lead magnet is some video you made around some topic who would be interesting for your followers, yeah? And to receive that video, they should comment me or whatever. So 1% of the people who view the story will probably say me. And you can sell to that 1% without even the 99% of people knowing that you're selling them. Yeah, you give away the free lead magnet, and then you start a conversation with them and sell them. You can sell online, you can sell like through a message. And the third way is a link on your bio to a web funnel with a video. The video should be the webinar or the masterclass you did on the launch, and then the forms. It's as easy as that, basically. And the strategy to use is basically, I would say, every 50K followers you gain, basically, you do a proper launch. And in between, you just sell evergreen. So that way you will always be selling, and then on launches you will be selling more. That's the way to do it. And then the last part, you basically, once you already have your personal brand, yeah? You already built the audience around the personal brand. This is still here. Now you have a business around your personal brand. You already launched that. Or your personal brand, or the model you signed, or whoever you have, like acting as your personal brand around your business. Now you have this business, a profitable business. In my case, for example, the one I told you. Yeah? We have this model, this sexology model. She has free ways of making money. Yeah? We have sexology, we have the info product, we have the product, and we have the service. Yeah? Now this is a business built around a model. Let's say a model is Anna. Yeah? Her name is Anna. Anna is a sexology model, and she has these businesses built around her brand. Now, if I want to really make big money, I have to cash out. I have to do an exit. Yeah, I have to sell the business. I have something that's called equity, and I have to sell that equity. The bad thing about it, it's like quite impossible to sell a business built around a personal brand. Yeah. So now we have to make something to basically throw away that personal brand from the business. Like we have to separate them. We have to make the business not to be basically brand induced. Yeah. So how we will do that? We have these two basically different ways of making money with every business. Like as an introduction for you, we have a cash flow and we have equity. Cash flow is the amount of money you make every month during your business. Yeah. And equity is basically the property of a business. Like you have 100% of the equity, you have the property of a business. And the only way to making equity into money, like transforming that equity into money, is to cash out, is to fucking sell the company. So there are different ways of selling the company, but the main way, for example, like Logan Paul or fucking KSI are doing, is to separate themselves from the brand, from Prime in this case. How they are doing it? Basically, they try to, in one of the ways is to bring in more influencers into the brand. For example, in Spain, we have Ibai, who been working with Prime, or they are also basically associating right now with the UFC, they're associating with football clubs, they're associating with lots of people. That way, that brand is not only KSI and Prime and Logan Paul. Prime is not KSI and Logan Paul. Prime is all of these brands. So if you have lots of personal brands around one middle brand, then there's no problem. It's the same as Nike, for example. Nike is a business and it's built around fucking Michael Jordan, Cristiano Ronaldo, blah, 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 blah. The problem is if it's only one brand, one personal brand, then it's literally associated to that person. We have to disassociate it. Yeah. So in this case, we have Anna. The way to doing it, I would, like my way of doing it, it's to create lots of Annas, lots of different brands around that middle brand, and associate it all to, for example, instead of sexology, we'll give it a name. It could be a name, could be, I don't know, AMZ, the Amazon Sexology. Yeah? That's our brand. So what we end up having is AMZ Sexology. That's our brand, yeah, which was associated to Anna, yeah, at one point, but now it's associated to all of these other brands. So we're doing the same as Prime did with, or Logan Paul and KSI are doing with Prime. We're trying to dissociate. And instead of Anna creating content on her account, she will start creating content on this account. And all of these girls will create content on this account. That way we'll dissociate completely from it. And then of course it should be a proper business. In the case that you're making the business around your own personal brand, then the thing should be like you should bring all the new people to your business, all the closers, setters. You have to have employees and dissociate yourself from it. Yeah, and only you can be a CEO or just the image of a brand. Like the end part of this whole like business theory of a creator economy is to build businesses around brands. Yeah, like to recapitulate it all. Yeah. The only way right now to build a business is around a personal brand. So you will use the personal brand you built to create a business. And then at the end you have to dissociate that business from the social brand. That's the only way to do it. It's quite difficult. I will explain it to you now. So that's an explanation. Right now, your only competitive advantage to building a business, yeah, is personal brand. Because you gain the confidence of the people. Now, with a personal brand, you build a business that brings cash flow. That business then you have to convert it into a brand. Not personal, but just a brand. And then the end result is this brand should shut down this personal brand. Maybe by diluting it and creating lots of social brands around it. That way you will dilute the importance of one personal brand, or but just kicking it away and making the brand as big that people don't even remember about the social or the personal brand. In case of Logan Paul, they didn't do it yet, but they are on the way, I guess. So that's the way to do it.